Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Seattle Stitcher. My name is Megan. You can find me on Instagram as Megan_Babauta_ on Ravelry as Mama Made VM. You can also shoot me an email at theseattlestitcher@gmail.com. If you're looking for any of my other social media links, take a look in the down bar below. They should all be there. As I say, you are all very welcome here. So I'm gonna hop right in and start with my starts. I honestly only worked on starts for the past few weeks, so sorry, not sorry. So this is in a me-made bag. I sewed this up for myself a couple months ago, and I know that someone out there has a copy of it because I did sell one of these. So this one is the Rose Quaker. I'll pop a picture on the screen. I'm using all the called for flosses on this one, and I have these on these Adam Hart floss drops. They're heart-shaped. They're absolutely adorable. I really like them. I also like the stickers that she uses, and they come with the bag, so really enjoyed using these, and I've been liking them so far. So I'm stitching this on 36 count Hot Cocoa by Stitch Me. This is the fabric of the month from a few months ago, I want to say maybe December time, somewhere around there. And here is my start. I know what you guys are thinking. What a measly start. Well. Let me tell you, I actually started this one on a different fabric. So I had this 40 count Atomic Ranch weathered stone. It's a beautiful, just slightly modeled fabric with just lovely modeling. I absolutely adore it. It's amazing. And I started and I was looking at these stitches and I was thinking to myself, that looks awfully big for a 40 count. Sure enough, I did the math, and this is actually a 32 count. So it was just mislabeled somewhere, and stuff like that happens. It's fine, I'll just probably cut off the top of this because this was actually cut extraordinarily crooked anyways. I think you can see how much longer this side is compared to over here. Sorry, I keep getting pop-ups on my screen like low battery and this and that, so we'll have to get through this quick, guys. So as you can see, there is just it was cut crooked anyway, so I'll probably just lop it off up from here and use that as a scrap somewhere along the road. But it's a beautiful fabric. I'm definitely bummed that I wasn't able to use it because I love the way the flosses were playing off of this fabric, but I just wanted to use what I have in stash, and I'm kind of planning on when I go to StitchCon buying fabrics, buying some linens, and so I didn't want to purchase any more linens. So I've got this one started. I've got it in my Q-snap kind of ready to go. I don't know if I'm gonna pull it out anytime soon again, just because I was so bummed after restarting it, but it is beautiful and the flosses are beautiful. If you're interested in this one, definitely take a look at Marjorie Maid's channel, Cam the Stitcher's channel, or Bridget the Museum Stitcher. I know that Clancy X Stitch, she also started this one, and her and I are the only ones using the original colorways. Everyone else is doing their own just fun, beautiful conversions. So check them out if you're interested. I'll have all those ladies linked down below. I'm loving that project. The next thing I worked on, this is the Greenhouse of Oddities Sal. This is a Lola Crow cross stitch kind of, I don't know what you call this. It's a stitch along, but it's like a surprise stitch along. You get parts of the pattern every single week. I don't know if there's a special name for that, but someone will tell me. So here's a picture of, I guess, week 1. You have 6 weeks to stitch this, and it's the outline of this just beautiful greenhouse, and I'm very excited about it. So I've started this one on 36 count Portobello, another Stitch Me fabric. I love Brandy from Stitch Me's fabric. Her fabrics are amazing. I did cancel my fabric of the month because I just need bigger cuts of fabric. So it's unfortunate that she doesn't sell like half yards as a fabric of the month, or maybe even an every other month thing. I would totally sign up for that. But anywho, here is my measly little start here, and kind of a little bit of the glimpse of the fabric. It's just a beautiful gray purpley shade, lots of modeling. I'm very happy with this. So 2/2 on 36 count, which is a rarity for me. I'm not usually a 2/2 on 36 count kind of person, but I wanted this to be very full coverage, very black, and just really look like an outline of a building, not being able to see any of the fabric showing from underneath. Same with my little crow here. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Definitely check her out. I think there's a Facebook group that talks all about this stitch along as well. And so here are the flosses. There is a lot of DMCs in this. This is all DMCs, but I mean, it's a lot. Really fun, vibrant colors mixed with more moody, just, soft colors. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited to see how it stitches up. I really liked her Haunted Library, I think it was called, but I never ended up stitching it because I don't know, something about it just, I was like, I don't know, you know? But this one, the second I saw the outline, I was like, oh, I'm in. I think it was Cam. She had sent a picture of it to our group chat, and I was like, say no more. And I went and bought the fabric. So Cameron's just a bully. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I really like this. It's a beautiful one and been a fun one. And then my birthday start, because it actually, April 28th is my birthday. I turned 28 years old. So it was my golden birthday, 28 on the 28th. So thank you so much to all of you guys who reached out to me on Instagram and told me happy birthday. I love you all so much. You made my day. But this was my special birthday start. So my birthday start was a shepherd song by Plum Street Samplers. I just really, really liked this project. I actually kitted it up quite some time ago, and I did swap out the fabric. So I originally think I had hot cocoa inside this one, and I ended up pulling it out to use it for my Rose Quaker, and I replaced it with Nessie by Picture This Plus. This is a 32 count cut of it, and here is my little start. So I love this. I love this fabric too. I definitely need to get another, like I want to get at least a half yard of some sort of blue fabric when I'm at StitchCon for sure. Because look at how all the colors pop on this. This was originally supposed to be one of those soft gray colors in the called for, but that just wasn't going to pop enough on my blue fabric. So I did just swap it out for the gold, and I love it. So yeah, this is a 32 count, 1/2 Picture This Plus fabric. I got this from Hollis Hands Creates. You guys know I just really love Christine. Her and Top Knot Stitcher Shop, Abby, those are my favorite shops to get any sort of cross-stitching supplies from. If you're on the market looking for something, you're on the hunt, go check them out. Not only do they have just an amazing control over like their inventory, as well as they understand, I think, like the value of shutting down their shop when they're going to be doing things, you know? So it's like, it doesn't make sense to leave your shop open and keep orders coming in when you're not able to fulfill them. And I really like that about them. They'll just shut down their shop, you know, when they're away at market or whatever, and open it back up when they're up and running. And I appreciate that myself as a consumer. So I just love them. And Christine cut this fabric actually originally for my my mother's tree, which is this really beautiful project. It is a like a maternal family heirloom sort of piece. So it says like the birth date and the death date, if there is one. I think, no, maybe just their birth date. Yeah, the birth year, day and year, and their name. And it's all the maternal line of your family, but the maternal line of my family is Norwegian. And so I realized, this being a 32 count fabric, I am just a dummy, and this is way too, like, it's not wide enough. It's way too narrow for me to use to stitch my heritage names. So I do need to pick up a different fabric and re-kit up that project, but I'm really excited about it. This is a fun little start, and yeah, it was just a special one for my birthday, something for myself. So, oh, and I do have this in a project bag from Alexis. Her channel is Alexis_MyAmazingWorld. So love her. Definitely check her out if you haven't already. So those are all my starts and all my stitching. I do have a little bit of stitching plans. One of the biggest ones being a sal that I think has really kicked off. I'm super excited. I'm sure you can tell, but the Manning May sal is a sal that my girlfriends and I, Cam the Stitcher, Marjorie Maid, and Bridge in the Museum Stitcher all got together and were like, we're starting a Carolyn Manning. And so hashtag Carolyn Manning, or sorry, hashtag Manning May Sal is what we decided on. And whether you have a Carolyn Manning that you've already started or you want to start one with us, use the hashtag. And even if you're not going to start one, follow along. It's been such a blast over on Instagram seeing what all of you guys have kitted up. I am starting Pumpkin Patch. And I know I showed this previously, but I just want to show it again because Monday coming up is actually the 1st, and that is when we are all casting, I want to say casting on, that's a knitting term. It's when we're all stitching away. I don't know. But I'm really excited about this. This is a 16 count Monster Mash by Picture This Plus. How fabulous is it? Isn't it so good? And I just have all the called for DMCs. I might swap out the DMCs, like some of them for a little bit more purpley shades, just because I felt like the cover photo had a little bit more purple than what reflected in the DMCs, but I'm super excited about this. And I have a lot of Halloween cross stitches. So my plan is kind of to break up a gallery wall with these small colorful little pumpkin patch squares, and I just think it's gonna be so cute. So really excited about that, excited to use this fabric. Very excited to be stitching on an Aida. This will be one of my very few Aida projects, and I really like Aida stitching. It's very just simple and it's relaxing to me, and it's something that I can just pick up and keep on stitching away, especially a Carolyn Manning piece. In my opinion, it looks like, so far from what I can tell, is that people really enjoy stitching them, and there are a lot of like little blocks of stitching, so it should be just really enjoyable. I'm super excited. So like I said, Manning, May, Sal, if you guys are interested to join us, or even just join us in the fun on Instagram there. The next thing I have is May 20th. I'm going to be starting the vanity sampler. I'm using the hashtag goth vanity sampler because I did go ahead and pull from Cam the Stitcher. She had this beautiful conversion, and I think I showed this last week to you guys, but it's just kind of more muted and just, I don't know, these kind of deeper, kind of Victorian colors. And I have a 32 count Heritage, I think this is. Yeah, 32 count Heritage. This is the half yard, so I have quite a large cut of it, but I thought this would just be absolutely beautiful. And I'm so excited to start this. I'm going to do 2 over 2 on this 32 count, and it's going to be lovely. So May 20th is when we're going to be starting this one, and feel free to use Cam's conversion if you're interested. Definitely check her out. She'll have more details about it, and I'll list the conversion if anyone asks for it. Just go ahead and let me know below if you're interested, and I'll list it off to you. But I'll put a picture of the mock-up here. It's so beautiful. I just absolutely love it. So I think that'll be a really good one. And it's beautiful. That's a Hello from Liz Matthews pattern, by the way, and it was one of her last market releases. So it was like a reproduction sampler, and the original colors are very beautiful. They're a lot more muted, I guess. Not that these colors are super, super bright. I mean, the brightest one is probably 915, which is like a magenta color, but I love this color. It's probably my favorite DMC. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. May 20th, if you guys want to join along, we'll be using the hashtag over on Instagram. Next from there, I think I'm going to hop into my sewing. So I did get a little bit of sewing done. I'm sewing up some project bags for my girlfriends, and I kind of have them half assembled right now. So these are the front panels of project bags. I have 4 of them here, and they are like this leopard. I'm pretty sure these are leopards. Leopards or cheetahs, I don't know. Just this really fun. I did 2 lime green zippers and 2 hot pink that just match the fabric pretty much exactly. And then I have the backing here, which I do have these interfaced now. I just put the interfacing in them today. How fun is that? And then here's my interior cuts of fabric. So I chose this, I need to iron this a little bit more. I chose this really golden overlaid black fabric. Well, really the girls helped me pick this. How just crazy and fun is that going to be? I'm so excited. So I'm going to be sewing these up probably this weekend, next weekend, I'm not sure, and getting them into the mail and off to the ladies by the 20th so that we can use these for our vanity samplers. But isn't that so much fun? I just thought I'd show you guys while I still had the stash in hand. This fabric is so fun. It is hot pink. It's just fabulous. And I used a mid-weight Pellon interfacing, but I double it. So I use 2 layers on the back and 1 layer on the main piece, and that works just fine for me. I like them kind of a little bit stiffer, but I don't want, in the Basel interfacing, the double-sided fusible interfacing that you can get on Amazon, I really, really like it, but it's almost too thick for a project bag. I don't know. So I feel like with that kind of triple layer of the mid-weight, I get that good in between, and that's just what I like to do. I had enough of it, so I went ahead and went for it. I also picked up this fabric too, and I'll probably sew myself up a project bag or 2 with this one because it's just fun and bright and summery. I wish that I could make a shirt. I wish I was good enough at sewing, because this would be such a fun button-up shirt. Oh, love it. So yeah, that'll be fun. Those are kind of my future plans. I did get some happy Stitchy mail because, you know, it is my birthday. One of them didn't have to do with my birthday, but coincidentally it showed up on my birthday weekend. So Jessica, she reached out to me via Instagram, and her husband have an Etsy shop. I'll link it below, and they sell wooden engraved floss drops. And she asked me if I was interested in getting a little bundle of 10 of them, and that she'd send them off to me, and I was like, heck yeah, I want those. And so she sent me them in the mail. Aren't they just absolutely adorable? So she gave me you know, let me pick out 10 DMC numbers or fancy flosses if I wanted alternately, but I ended up picking the DMCs because I had a project that called for exactly 10 flosses, so I was like, here we are. So I'll use these in a project. I'll let you guys know how they wear over time, but I really like them. They're also very, very smooth, including like the round hole. They're very smooth. So I'm not too concerned about the floss snagging on them or anything like that. If you are concerned about it, you can always like varathane them once you get them in the mail. But love these, super fun, very excited to use them. Thank you, Jessica, again. You are so sweet. And you know, they happened to show up on my birthday week, so that was really fun. The next thing is Bridget, the museum stitcher, my Stitchy twin. You guys know I just love that lady. She sent me some amazing birthday presents. So she sent me from West 7th Wool, which is her local yarn store, these 2 skeins of wool. One of them is a fingering weight, one of them is a sport weight. They're both, I think, a merino nylon blend from the feel of them. This one is, yeah, this is the sport spiced apple cider. Oh, and this one's actually 100% merino. It's very soft. And this one is Trinity River, and it is 85% extra fine merino and 15% nylon. So beautiful. So if I can link this shop below, I will. I don't know if they have an online presence, but I imagine they do because these are beautiful. Love that. And then she sent me like the coolest thing ever. So I know what you guys are thinking, what the heck is that? It's called a twister. And it's a Swedish product, but it literally holds your ball of yarn so that when you're knitting, you can just pull from the ball and this will twist for you. So you're not having to be the one to unfold it. You can kind of see in use there. She's holding it on her hand like this. So you can walk and knit or sit and knit or be in the car and knit, and there's it holding 2 balls of yarn. This is just genius. Like, this is such a good idea. Those Swedes know what they're doing, man. I love it. I'm so excited to use it. And then she sent me the cutest card. I had to show it because look at it. It's so cute. So thank you, Bridget. I really do appreciate it. You are just the best. And then actually from there, I'm just going to move on to knitting. But I do want to say I purchased some like custom made shirts. My friend Bailey, she has a shop and it's called Red Moon Creative Co. I'll link her down below. She is actually making Bridget and I matching shirts for StitchCon, and I'm super, super excited. I cannot wait to get them. But yeah, she just allowed me to kind of just create these shirts. I had this rough idea in my mind and I was like, what's your shirt size, Bridget? Because we're getting shirts, girl. But I wanted to let you guys know because I do know that I think some of my other Stitchy friends, maybe Stephanie over at Pam and Stephanie from Just Keep Stitching, I think that she's also using Bailey, my girlfriend's shop, to get some shirts made. So I wanted to just reach out to you guys in my audience and let you know that this is a really good resource if you're looking for straight and plus size t-shirts, crew necks. She has a lot of colors and options, and they're that very soft cottony material. They're not that really stiff cotton. And she does, like I said, have plus size options. So use her shop if you're interested. If not, you know, no problem. But I wanted to link that in here because I did order shirts for StitchCon that are kind of little custom ones. So I thought that'd be really fun. And I'll show you guys them once they get to me in the mail, of course. I did want to mention as well when it comes to knitting that I am selling a couple of my hand knits. So I have them here. I went through my stash of hand knits because I was knitting on that colorwork sweater on the couch the other day, and my husband was like, wow, you got so far in that. And I was like, yeah, I'm really excited about it. I love it, and I think it's gonna fit exactly how I wanted. And he was like, you know what, you say that every time and then you never wear your hand knits. And he's right, I really don't. So I went through my huge bin of handmade objects and decided I have 2 sweaters that I'm gonna part with. One of them is just, this is a sweater I knit right after I had my daughter. That's about how dark it is. I called this my Halloween sweater. This is a Hedgehog Fibers skinny single merino base with a mohair held together. And I'll just kind of put it close up to the screen so you can see all the really pretty colors in there. So it's black with these kind of just speckles of all sorts of just autumnal colors. And so I called it my Halloween sweater. It still fits me. I'm a woman's medium, but I prefer really oversized clothing these days. Like, I'm a woman's small medium and I'm ordering large, extra large. It's just my preference for clothing style. And I realized this is a sweater that is a very classic fit. It is a crew neck with a slightly raised back band, and it is just a standard small medium woman's sweater. I think it'd fit exactly to a woman's medium, and it'd be slightly oversized on someone who's a small, and it'd be baggy on someone who's an extra small. So if you're interested in this, again, it's hand-dyed wool from Hedgehog Fibers held with a mohair base. Then let me know, because I am looking to find this sweater a new home. Oh, she's beautiful. That there, you can see how dark it is. That's the true representation of the color. It's not very bright and in your face, but it's just a fun one. I'm so hesitant to get rid of my hand knits, but I'm not wearing them. My husband's totally right. I'm not wearing them. So I'm looking to sell this one for $100. I know that the wool alone is worth a lot more than that, but I'm not wearing them. So I'm willing to part with them at a cheaper cost. So 100% handmade by me. Reach out to me if you're interested, or if you want measurements. My email address is, again, theseattlestitcher@gmail.com. And the next one, this is one that I just knit it a bit too oversized for me. I think if you were maybe like a large, extra large, this might fit a little bit better. So this is knit with all Trinity Wools hand-dyed mohair, kid silk mohair, as well as her merino, I think it was her nylon merino base. It's a bishop sleeve, so it does puff out a little bit, and it is meant to be oversized. So it does fit me quite oversized, but you know what I realized is that this shade of pink as well, let me just stand up, is just not really my shade. And I know someone out there is going to be like, Megan, that sweater looks fine on you. It's not even that it doesn't look bad, because it really doesn't. It's just more so that, like, I never wear this, girl. I never wear it. The lace yoke is so beautiful. It's slightly raised in the back. So I only have a 10% battery. We better hurry. So this is the back. This is the front. As you can see, this is my preferred fit. Like I said, I'm a woman's size small medium, and this would fit me very oversized. And so if you're looking for a snug fit, I would say probably a woman's extra large. This would fit you snugly. But same thing, just looking to sell it because I never wear it. I never reach for it. It is very warm because it is merino and mohair held together. Speckling in the wool is absolutely beautiful. And it's luxuriously soft. But it's just, I'm not reaching for it. I'm really not. So I've got to let it go. She's got to go. She's got to go. Same thing, $100. That's what I'm looking for to get out of them. And we'll talk about shipping if you are interested in it. Let me know. So from there, I'll move into my actual current whips. And I've been knitting away on this little hat for my husband, which I have a really funny picture. I'll pop it there. It's hilarious. Oh my gosh. But my husband just wanted like this super vibrant orange, and he wants it to be really saggy beanie, so I have knit it quite long, but I also like how you can kind of flip up the brim and make it really like nice and comfy and warm. And that is just a pretty much self-drafted pattern. The ball band on this came with a pattern, but the maths of the pattern versus the gauge did not work at all for me, so I just readjusted them all on my own and made sure that I had an equal round where I could make like segments of 4 to do decreases, and that's what I've been going for. I'm still working on my colorwork sweater as well, and I didn't get very much further, just really wasn't in the mood to knit this past couple weeks, but I did get a little bit of stitching, so, or I should say knitting in. So here's that. So all I've added is I finished off this triangular motif here, and I've gotten, I think, 4 or 5 rows of this main just striped stitching and on the body. So I really just have, this is about here in the underarm, so I just have this probably about 6 inches more of stitching, maybe 5 inches more of knitting there. But I'm really excited about it, and then I'll just cast on the sleeves and it'll kind of be quick and easy. But I did block this because I was curious to see how the wool would feel after blocking, because I don't think I've knit a sweater held double with the Holst Super Soft, and I really like it. It's so much softer after blocking as well, and I know it'll only get softer the more I block it and wash it, so oh, I just love that. And this is totally my colors. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. This like bubblegum pink. I think it's because I love it. Like, I love pink. But then I'd never wear pink. I like magenta a little bit more with my hair and everything. So anywho, we all have our phases, right? So that is actually everything. I know this is a super short video, but my phone's about to die and it's been a crazy weekend. So again, thank you so much to everyone who's reached out to me and said happy birthday. I really do appreciate it. I love you all so very, very much. I hope you have a wonderful next 2 weeks, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good one. Bye. Okay, so Daniel let me go to the craft store by myself. Obviously not a good idea. So I came away with this very bright, colorful fabric. And, oh, she left a pin in there. Scary. And this one, are we obsessed? I'm obsessed. And I was like chatting with the lady so much that she accidentally cut like way too much fabric on this one. I think this is like a whole yard. I asked for half a yard. I was like, it's fine, girl. I'll take the whole thing.